Good morning, students. Today we will start with the third chapter of your civics book, Government. Government refers to the group of people in a political system who look after the needs of a common people who elect them. We all know that we are in a representative form of government. We elect our representatives, we choose them, and when they forms the government, it's their duty. When they form the government, it's their duty to look after our needs. They work for the welfare of the common people, क्योंकि इसी भरोसे के साथ हम उन्हें चुन के भेजते हैं कि वो हमारे वेलफेयर के लिए काम करेंगे, वो हमारी ज़रूरतों का ध्यान रखेंगे. So let us see some major functions which are performed by the government. The first one is building the infrastructure of the country. Infrastructure means the water supply, the electricity, construction of roads, providing safety, hospitals, parks, libraries. All these are the part of the infrastructure. So it's the duty of the government to build the infrastructure of the country. Then they work for the welfare of the people by taking up projects for eradicating diseases and providing health services and education. In the present day scenario, you can better understand this, that in these days government is very much busy with the purpose of eradicating the disease and keeping their citizens safe and healthy. They are providing us with the best healthcare facilities and they are very much concerned about our health. गवर्नमेंट हर वो मेजर्स ले रही है, हर वो काम कर रही है जो हम लोगों के बेहतर के लिए है, हमें इस जो इतनी बड़ी परेशानी आई है उससे बचाने के लिए है. सो इट्स द गवर्नमेंट हु कम फॉरवर्ड एंड work for the welfare of the common people. They also provide the relief and aid to the people affected by the natural disasters. Natural disasters means the flood, earthquake, drought, tsunami, and the problem we are going through, it's also a kind of natural disaster, and government is providing all the aids and relief to us. And it also maintains the law and order. ये बहुत ज़रूरी और बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट फंक्शन है गवर्नमेंट का, टू मेंटेन द लॉ एंड ऑर्डर एंड पनिश दोज हु डू नॉट अबाइड बाय द लॉ. जो नहीं मानते हैं उन्हें पनिश करना भी गवर्नमेंट का ही काम है. इट प्रोटेक्ट्स द बाउंड्रीज ऑफ द कंट्री एंड मेंटेन्स पीसफुल रिलेशंस विद अदर कंट्रीज. वी हैव टू प्रोटेक्ट आवर बाउंड्रीज ऑल्सो, और बाकी जितने भी देश हैं उनके साथ अच्छे रिलेशंस बनाए रखना भी उतना ही ज़रूरी है. सो it's all the government work to protect our boundaries and maintain peaceful relations with other countries. About the levels of government, we have already read something about that there are 3 levels of the government in India. At the lowest level, it is the local self-government, which deals with the local problems of the people. The second one is at the state level, and it is the state which deals with the matters which are of importance to the entire state. जब स्टेट को अपनी ज़रूरत के हिसाब से जो मैटर्स इंपॉर्टेंट लगते हैं एंड विच आर मेंशन्ड इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, विच आर द पावर्स एंड द ड्यूटीज एंड द वर्क्स डिवाइडेड इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया, इट वर्क्स अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट ओनली. सरकार अपने लोगों के हिसाब से कई बार डिसीजंस लेती है. एंड एट द नेशनल लेवल, at the national level, the central government is there, which generally deals with the issues of national importance, such as the national security. जितने भी national level की ज़रूरी बातें होती हैं, उससे related बातें होती हैं, उन्हें decide करने का, उन्हें discuss करने का पूरा हक, पूरी responsibility central government की होती है. And the most important function of the government is to make laws. The government has to ensure that the laws of the land are obeyed by the people. लॉज बनाना और ये भी श्योर करना कि लोग उस लॉ को ओबे करें, उनकी बातों को माने. एंड व्हेन द लॉज आर वायलेटेड और द कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स अमंग different group of people erupt, the government exercises its power to punish the culprits and resolve the conflicts. किसी भी तरह के conflict को resolve करना भी government का ही काम है. And when any kind of difference arises between the group of people or anywhere else, it's the government's duty to resolve all the kinds of conflicts. But at the people's part, लोगों की तरफ से भी अगर उन्हें ये लगता है कि कहीं ना कहीं they were not द कल्प्रिट वंस, उनके साथ इनजस्टिस हुआ है, देन दे कैन गो टू द कोर्ट एंड पुट फॉरवर्ड देयर ग्रीवांसेस. वो बिल्कुल दे हैव द राइट टू कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रेमेडीज, जो हम लोगों ने अभी लास्ट चैप्टर में पढ़ा भी था. दे हैव द राइट टू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल रेमेडीज, or they can go to the court and put forward their grievances against the government even. And to perform all these functions, ये जितने भी काम हैं वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बिल्डिंग के हों या रिलीफ वर्क हो, एड हो, वेलफेयर हो, नेशनल सिक्योरिटी हो, इन सभी तरह के काम को परफॉर्म करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट को किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत होती है? इट नीड्स मनी, पैसों की ज़रूरत होती है. एंड गवर्नमेंट कलेक्ट्स दिस मनी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ टैक्सेस. Okay, the different kinds of taxes are there. We also pay the taxes: the entertainment tax, the service tax, the goods tax, sales tax, electricity, toll tax. These all are the money collected by government for working for the welfare of the citizens of India. वो यही पैसा जो हम लोगों से कलेक्ट करती है गवर्नमेंट, उस पैसे को हमारे ही काम के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है for the welfare of the citizens and to work at the time of relief and any kind of disaster. The forms of government also we have to see here. There are different forms of government. We can understand it better this way only. The forms of government. First one is monarchy. Monarchy is of two types: the absolute monarchy and the constitutional monarchy. In absolute monarchy, the monarch exercises the ultimate governing authority and he or she has the unrestricted political power over the state. No one can restrict them. वो किसी की नहीं सुनते हैं. जो वो बोलते हैं वो उस हिसाब से अपने लॉ फोर्स करते हैं. So they are the ultimate ones. The constitutional monarchy, in this it is the limited monarchy also. It is a form of government in which a monarch acts as the head of the state within the parameters of a constitution. एक constitution भी होता है और उसी के parameters के according monarch को work करना होता है. Then the second one is dictatorship. When a country is ruled by one person who does what he feels like without paying any attention to the wishes of the people, it is the dictatorship. जब कोई एक पर्सन सिर्फ अपनी मर्जी चलाता है बिना ये सोचे हुए कि what the people are going through, उनके लिए क्या सही है क्या गलत है, ये कुछ भी सोचे बिना, when a person rules the country, it's the dictatorship. And the third one is democracy. We in India are very privileged one to be a part of certain kind of forms of government. The democracy is a form of government in which people have the right to participate in the government and have the right to elect their leaders who in turn take decisions and fulfill the aspirations of the people who have elected them. हम यही सोच के अपने representatives को चुनते हैं that they will work for us, they will work for the welfare of our country. So that is why the country has a representative form of democracy. We in India, we all choose our representatives and they work for us. So for today, we will do this much only. In the next class, we will learn about the democracy in India, elsewhere, the adult franchise, all that. We have done the assessment test of chapter 1. Okay, so in the next class, you have to read this chapter 2, the diversity, discrimination and equality. The next assessment test will be from this chapter only. So you have to learn this chapter. आपको पूरा chapter पढ़ना है अच्छे से. Learn the middle ones. Okay, underline all the main points there. Learn the back exercises. The question answers are already discussed. So you have to learn this chapter and try to do your best honestly in the assessment test, because that is for preparing you for the exams. Okay, so you all do the assessment test. बार बार पढ़िए, अच्छे से पढ़ लिए और honestly अपने टेस्ट को दीजिए. Okay, thank you.